Hey guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz. So today we're going to cover a fan favorite, of course, ADA. Fun fact, ADA was an English mathematician and writer, and she was who ADA was actually named after. But in any case, ADA Cardano is the name of the game today, currently in 8th place on CoinMarketCap. I remember when Polkadot and ADA were right next to each other, but of course Polkadot has now fallen a few steps back while ADA is maintaining its place in the top 10. ADA is actually very similar to yesterday's cryptocurrency in a very critical point in its price history. We have this mega long resistance line which formed ever since September 2021, and we are right now in the process of breaking through it. So I'm going to tell you what the implications are of that in this video and which levels you need to be watching out for, which levels will dictate the future price action for Cardano USDT. Now, for those of you who don't know, Altcoin Buzz is first and foremost a crypto investment research company, and we have been providing you numerous 100x returns since 2017. So if you want to get in on that action, join our Altcoin Buzz Access group where we document up-to-date research covering undervalued altcoin gems, NFT minting opportunities, and our portfolio strategies. So click the link up above or in the pinned comment section down below to take part in the action today. Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future updates. And finally, please note that none of this is financial advice. All right, altcoin buzzers, you guys, let's talk about Cardano today, ADA USDT. I'm going to get rid of these EMA lines to keep it simple for you. The simple fact is that since the 1st of September 2021, we started forming this epic resistance line. We found resistance once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and now we are seeing a tiny breakout. Now again, this is only one small sign that ADA is recovering and that we are potentially entering a bull rally. But really what's more important is the resistance. So let's get into the resistances for today. The first resistance is the horizontal resistance, of course, the $0.5291 level. Now personally, I think that breaking this resistance is going to be more meaningful in some ways than breaking this diagonal resistance. Why? Number one, horizontal resistances are more meaningful in general. They're more important because they're levels which are more easy to look at. They have less ambivalence about them. There's different ways of drawing diagonal resistance lines, whereas horizontal resistance lines, there's generally much more clear to see where the line is. The second reason is that once we break this line, we have 2 reasons to think that ADA is now re-entering a relief rally, or maybe even like a whole bull market for several months. One being that we crossed this diagonal resistance line, and the other being that we crossed this horizontal one. So that's the first resistance. Thereafter, the next resistance is the previous major high here, the 0.6913, and thereafter we have another high at the $0.9075 level. So it's quite an exciting time because we have not only very little resistance above this initial resistance, but we are also directly above 2 important support levels. The first is the $0.4447 level. Why? Well, because multiple times we have failed to have a daily close below this level. So we have come to this level multiple times and we've bounced from it. Yes, we had some wicks taking us below it, but the daily bulls are saying no to breaking below this level. And this is a sign of confidence for investors in the market that people want to uphold this price. And there below that level would be the previous daily low, which is the 0.4209. And of course, if we break that, then we have this super major support level, which goes back many years actually, because you saw we had resistance here in May 2018, again in January 2021. So we bounced from it just recently. On the 2nd of May 2022, we had a wick taking us almost directly to that line. So even if we break this important initial resistance, we will support, we will have this support a couple of levels below. So what this means is that for traders, it's an interesting risk to reward, because yes, we are in a downtrend, but if you are looking to get in, and of course this is not financial advice, you have quite a good setup here where you're risking, let's say 8.5%, and you're expecting to get at the very least to the second resistance level. That would be a 6-to-1 risk to reward. But even if you take some or most of your profits at this level, that's already a 1.8-to-1 risk to reward, which is also not bad. So I think a lot of traders are noticing this, and this is why you are seeing support, and this is why it's really important to be watching out, because the resistance to be watching out for is the 0.5291. And another reason why this resistance is so important is because it comes at the end of this volume profile bar. You know, you can see that we had a lot of price action between the 0.4 and the $0.51 level. So when we break above this, we have many good signs that ADA will start a decent relief rally. So we have a good risk to reward, we have a very clear support level, which you don't often have, and we have a potentially solid return on a long trade here. But that being said, it must be admitted that we are in a bear market, and the chance that we have a bullish move now is generally not as high as the chance of having a bearish move. But in trading, it's not a matter of the probability that we go up or that we go down. It's a matter of a risk to reward. What is the risk that we are taking, and what is the reward that we are potentially getting? And here, although there is a high risk of a trade failure, there is a potentially outsized reward to be gained from entering a trade here. So in summary, the support levels are the 0.4447, 0.4209, and the $0.3938 levels. And the resistance levels are the 0.5289, the 0.6913, and the $0.9075 levels. Now, when it comes to ADA BTC, we are seeing a solid uptrend on the daily chart, which is a good thing. But again, we are at a kind of a make or break moment here, because we have this support at the 2,268 SAT level. And if we break this, then we break the uptrend on ADA BTC. So if you are trading between ADA and BTC, this might be something to watch out for, because again, ADA BTC is in a downtrend on the larger time frame. So this would be certainly a loss of confidence for ADA. So really, you know, ADA USDT, very close to a support, ADA BTC, very close to a support, and ADA ETH is an interesting chart. Now, I'm going to point out to you that we already covered ADA a month ago. And here I mentioned that ADA was outperforming Ethereum because of a daily candle, because we had started an uptrend which Ethereum hadn't started. And indeed, ADA continued this uptrend against Ethereum. But again, we are now at a make or break moment. This 3,975 way level has to maintain for us to maintain this uptrend. So if you are an ADA trader or investor, it's really worthy for you to be watching the market right now. Finally, just to give some context to ADA, it's good to look at Bitcoin and what it's doing. Yesterday, I mentioned that we had this bullish break, that we had the potential for a bullish breakout here. And if we did, this would be a good sign for the altcoins as well. And we did, we broke out of this triangle and we broke out of the Bollinger Bands as well. So I think there is a good sign. This is a good sign that the alts have the potential to recover now and potentially outperform Bitcoin, as ADA has been doing for the past couple of weeks. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, don't forget to check out my other videos up here. We cover technical analysis, cryptocurrency, look at a lot of the altcoins, and break it down in a simple and easy way for you to understand. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.